Detached home buyers are saving tens of thousands off asking right now. How long will this window stay open? Hey, George Chan here. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around until the end. I've got some insights you will not want to miss. And if you enjoy this, hit like and subscribe so you never miss an update. Okay, so what do you want to hear first? Prices? Of course. The latest benchmark price in August for a typical detached home in the Tri-Cities ranged from just over $2 million in Port Moody to $1.72 million in Coquitlam and about $1.35 million in Port Coquitlam. Compared to last year, prices are down 3.8% in Port Moody, 6% in Coquitlam, and 5.3% in Port Coquitlam. Here's the twist. Since February, Coquitlam and Port Coquitlam have trended lower, but Port Moody has been climbing slowly. Port Moody homeowners, your homes are holding stronger than your Tri-Cities neighbors. There's even better news for buyers. Detached homes sold below asking in August. Buyers saved 7.7% off asking in Port Coquitlam, 4.2% in Port Moody, and 4% in Coquitlam. So let's say there is a $1.6 million detached home listing and this home was in Port Coquitlam, a buyer would have saved $123,000. In Port Moody, that's $67,000 in savings. In Coquitlam, well, that's $64,000 in savings. Compared to last year in August, Coquitlam is about the same, but Port Moody and Port Coquitlam sellers had to give more wiggle room. Since January, detached homes sold closest to asking in April. Since then, the gap between list and sold price has been widening. So while buyers are negotiating harder, what happened to the market activity? Well, August took a small summer break in the detached market. It looked like families were busy with vacations and back to school, so activity cooled a little bit. Coquitlam led with 59 sales, Port Coquitlam had 19, and Port Moody had 12. Sales dipped from July in Coquitlam and Port Coquitlam, but Port Moody jumped up. Year over year, though, sales were way higher, up 47% in Coquitlam, 46% in Port Coquitlam, and a massive 71% in Port Moody compared to last August. Listings also came down from July, sitting at 501 in Coquitlam, 158 in Port Coquitlam, and 127 in Port Moody. Year over year, though, Coquitlam and Port Moody had more homes available than last August, while Port Coquitlam listings were down about 10%. Something to watch out for is that the summer peak in inventory looks to be behind us. But this only tells part of the story. I think one of the most important bits for both buyers and sellers is what percentage of detached home listings actually sold. Only 9.4% of listings in Port Moody, 11.8% in Coquitlam, and 12% in Port Coquitlam sold in August. Compared to July, Coquitlam held steady. Port Moody saw more homes sell, while Port Coquitlam slowed down. And how fast were homes selling? Port Moody was the quickest at 16 days. Coquitlam took 24 days, and Port Coquitlam was slower at 27 days. That's still a month across the board. April was the fastest month this year, under 18 days, but since then, the trend has been longer time on the market. So, who has the power right now? It's buyers. The sales to active listings ratio sits below 12% in Coquitlam and Port Moody, which is firmly in buyers' market territory. Port Coquitlam is at 12%, basically at the border of balance, but still leaning more towards buyers. Even though ratios are higher than last August 2024, the Tri-Cities detached market has spent most of this year in buyers' territory. I'll leave you with this. Buyers, if you are looking to move up or invest in a detached home, this is your window. You've got clear negotiation power, more flexibility on price. Just keep in mind, as we move past summer, new listings will slow down. That means less selection, even though your leverage may remain strong. For sellers in Port Moody, there is a silver lining. Your prices are holding up better than Coquitlam and Port Coquitlam. But across the Tri-Cities, homes are expected to take longer to sell heading into fall, with a smaller buyer pool. Standing out with sharp pricing and strong presentation is more important than ever to get your home sold. If you're downsizing, detached values are softening, price competitively, and show your home well to capture serious buyers before activity slows further into fall. If you are an investor exiting, this is not a market to test high prices. If you need to sell a rental property, pricing it ahead of the curve is key. Don't chase the market down. Hope you found this market update useful. If you do, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you want to chat about your real estate goals, you can get in touch with me anytime. My info is in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to become part of our real estate community here. George Chen here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.